everyone, happy Easter. This is one of my favorite weekends for self-reflection, and I thought I would come on here quickly and share what I do on this weekend, my practice, with any of you who are interested. So in yoga philosophy, we're taught that suffering, the main cause of suffering is our ignorance of who we really are. So because we don't understand that we are this eternal consciousness, our soul, we identify with our physical body, with our mind, with our senses, with all these aspects that are impermanent. And because we identify with this impermanent piece, it seems that there's competition between different forms. So this creates fear. And Easter is a time of shifting our perspective from living from our ego, living from fear, competition, scarcity, into love, to realizing that who we are exists forever. So not being attached to our physical body. If Jesus is the highest yogi, right? If someone is going to harm your body, to be so unattached to your body, to know so firmly who you are, that you can say, okay, kill me. And you know, I still exist, I still exist. This is just a costume. Who I really am can't be harmed. We're not meant to be there right now. It takes a long time, a lot of practice to slowly evolve the ego. I think we go into many different cocoons and then, you know, a little butterfly and then more, but we're constantly evolving, we're constantly purifying this equipment that we're perceiving life through, the mind, the senses, the body, so that we can get closer and closer to perceiving love, seeing that that's all there is, that everything is sustained by this one eternal force, and it will exist forever. And everything outside that manifests from this force and then goes back into it is meant to be, you know, adored for a moment, but not attached or grasped to. Just wow, and then let it go, knowing there's always more and more and more. So, first off, forgiveness is huge. And often it's not even just a forgiveness between other people, but it's forgiving ourselves that we're not there yet, and that this process takes a lot longer than maybe we wish it would. Trusting that everything is evolving perfectly. So where we are right now is the only place we could be right now, and the conditions change to help us to see things in a different way and to evolve a little bit closer to love, often through pain and suffering. So we normally don't have the desire to look in and really observe our actions until there's some level of discomfort. So forgiving our expectations of how life is meant to be and how life is meant to unfold is a huge thing that we can offer up on Easter. And then what I like to do is do journaling. So after I post this video, I will be turning off my social media and powering down my phone for a couple days. And this is really important. The body is made of different levels or layers. And one of the layers is the layer of thought. Okay? And every single thing we scroll through, even this talk right now, it just gives the mind more things to think about. And the truth is much deeper than any of these thoughts and any of these opinions. It's actually in the stillness, in the quietness of our own hearts. So Dharma says a lot that our biggest addiction right now is the cell phones. But I can feel it in my own life. I feel the difference between when I was a child and we didn't work on Sundays, and I didn't work as a child, but you know, Sundays was the day off and Saturday was a shorter day, and that shift when we started being available all the time, busy all the time, it takes a toll on the body, and this busyness stops us from actually connecting to our true guru, the one that's inside our own heart. So I really encourage you, if it sounds daunting to turn your phone off for a couple days, see if you can power it down for 1 hour. or just an amount of time, and then let yourself be quiet, be outside, journal, read something on paper. Okay? So most of the answers, all of the true answers, I think, they come from silence. Okay? Other beings can be as guides. If we have prayers like, oh, show me this, teach me this, then someone can pop up and say whatever we need to hear or help us along the path. But the most powerful guidance is right in here. And then I do some journaling this weekend. So the questions that I write about that I'll offer to you right now. The first one is, describe the world you would like to live in and help create. So this is fun. Just use your imagination. You can go as far as you imagine. And really imagine, how do people get along in this world? How do you feel in this world? What are you sharing? What are you giving? How does everyone relate? Just write. What are you doing? How does it smell? How does it taste? Connect with all of your senses and allow yourself to really write about that. I'll put all these questions in the comments under this as well. The next one is, what gifts or qualities do you feel drawn to share? So all of us have a different dharma. That's a life purpose. We're given different skills, abilities to help creation. So we all have something that we're meant to contribute. There's, not necessarily singing, but there's some kind of song that we're singing, or there's a role that we're meant to play with everyone here. We have something to contribute. How do you limit your ability to share these? It's important not to blame, so not to think of like, how is your ability limited, but how do you actually limit this? What beliefs do you hold on to that stop you from sharing what you feel you're meant to share? Battery was dying there. That one's hard to look at. So you can even ask a question like that and then go for a walk and see if you can notice what limitations you put on yourself that you're ready to bring some light to. What habits move you further from this vision? So, sometimes life is actually quite short and quite fast, but it can start to feel like it's so long, and then we can be killing time, focusing on things that don't really matter that much, and often because we're putting so much energy into other things that we're burnt out, so we don't have the energy resources to actually focus on what we want. So what habits are moving you further from your vision? And then the next question is, what are you ready to let go of? This is a great time to offer to let go of something. And when I'm letting go of something, I write it out. You can create any ceremony that works for you. You can burn it, or you can just say, here, I'm giving this to you. Show me how to let go of this. In the beginning, you might have to even have like something that you can check off every day. Okay, a practice that helps keeps you committed to what you're letting go of. But you'll know the best way for you to do it. The next question is, what qualities or habits are you ready to embrace? So this is moving the way that you have been living towards a way that's more in alignment with how you actually wish to serve. If you were an incredible expert, the world's greatest expert at what you do or the gift that you have to share, how would you live your life? How would you spend your time? How would you treat others? So focusing on that, qualities and habits that you're ready to embrace, that you want to welcome into your life. And then how will you support yourself in making this shift? Self-compassion, I'll say it a million times, is super, super important. So sometimes we'll try, okay, I'm going to do this. We, fall on the first day, and then, oh, I can't do it. We go away. Okay, yeah, you fell. This is harder than you thought it would be, but it's really important to you. So I'm here for you, and we're going to try again. We're going to dust off those shoes, and we're going to try again. So I'll include all those questions. I hope that they support you on this weekend and that you have a beautiful Easter weekend. Lots of beautiful time in silence. This time in silence doesn't have to be a punishment. There's actually some gold in there if we look deeply enough. And those of you who aren't able to have some silence or some still time this weekend, we send lots of love and lots of metta to you, and deep, deep gratitude for how you are serving humanity right now. All right. Happy Easter, everyone.